Hi, welcome to the Ego Startup channel, the channel for startups with vision, mission, and determination, a zeal to achieve their goal and objective as entrepreneurs. Okay, now in this video, I'm going to share with us how I raised capital to start my bakery business and the lessons I learned in this process, right? Not just the capital itself, but what are the challenges I faced? How did I overcome my challenges? What are the lessons I learned that sharing them with you will help you to overcome such challenges, pitfalls, and you will establish strategies that will help you achieve your goal in a shorter period. It might not be bakery, it might not be what I did, but it might be something else. But what matters is the process that leads to the expected outcome and the output. Okay, so sit with me while I discuss and share with you how I went about this entire thing, and I believe at the end it will bless your life. Now, should in case this video exceeds 10 minutes, I may likely end it at a point and take up the part two in just immediately. Okay. Also, I'm going to be listing out because it happened quite a while now. So I've tabulated my point and I'm going to share with you. Okay, so permit me to do that. Okay, now sometime in 2001, I believe, before the September 11th incident that happened in the US, I was actually working and enjoying myself as the manager of a big time cafe in the city of Port Harcourt, right? Now, in the course of days, I began having the desire within me to have a side business. First of all, uh, I'm an IT personnel. I develop softwares, or rather, I'm a programmer. I'm fond using the word IT because beside programming, I do other IT related services. So I prefer using the word IT, right? So I don't limit myself to only programming. Okay, now I was the manager then, and this desire came on me to have a side hustle, and it's completely outside the IT related business. What am I to do as a baker? And I never, my background has been computer science. I've been in teaching computer and all my life. So going sideways to bakery, how will I somehow I didn't know how to go about it, but I did not throw it aside, right? So I sat and took my time to go through the entire thought, and it was genuine. Okay, it was genuine. So what I desired to do, what I began to do was the following. Okay, now I identified what exactly will I be producing, will I be making, when I set up this bakery. Is it to do the normal roadside snack or to do a very expensive snack? What exactly? Right? So it was a concern to me, but fortunately for me, during that same period, I had a friend. I come across a lady rather who eventually just graduated from, or rather about to graduate from catering school. So we became friends. I shared my idea with her. We became friends as a result of that. And over time, we've been talking about it and talking about it. Eventually, when she graduated, it was an ideal time for me to really take time and understand this business idea in my heart. Okay. So one of the days we sat down and we listed out everything that bakers do and the one I could start with. Okay. So that was the first thing I did. Now, what does that tell you? Planning. I didn't just discard the thought. One of the lessons I learned from there is planning, right? I took time to plan. I took time to understand it. No, rather, not plan actually, understanding of the business, right? understanding of the business, right? What is the business all about? What is entailed? Did I just assume that I could do it, or I discarded it because it's not in my line of business, right? So peradventure an idea comes to you, you don't just jump into it. You sit down, do your research. I did my research, right? I did my research. I did my visibility study with this lady. We went into serious discussion, right? So to enable me understand the business of baking. Now, I wasn't going to do the baking, no, but I needed to understand what was involved in it. So that if I could, when I hire staff that will be involved, I would know what they were doing, not assume they are doing, and then I just stay away. So I did my visibility study, I did my research, I did my thorough findings on what is entailed. Right now, this lady helped me to understand all of this. So the social capital involved there is part of what I just shared. Now, like I said, part of what I learned is doing my research. So when you're planning for your business, don't forget to do your research. When you're planning your business, don't forget to do your planning. When you are starting your business, don't forget to ask questions with people who are already in the business. Go online. If it's a business peculiar to your location, then go around, ask people within your domain who are also into such businesses, preferably people who are a bit far away. So those that know you where you live will not feel um, intimidated and coming to be a competitor to them. So you may inquire from people who are a bit far from you, who probably do not know you very well. So, and you make them know that this business, you're not doing it here, you're not coming to challenge them, you are doing it far, but you want to understand what is involved. Now, if you are going to be involved in actual process, as in the baking or the making or the doing of the actual business, then that is another talk for another day. I'm going to take us into what another video where we'll call the evil um, um, entrepreneurship startup process, right? So that you understand what it takes. But eventually you don't have an idea of a business, but you need to learn it. You need to learn it. Okay, but this is not for today. Now, the second thing I did again was to discuss with a friend for a space under social capital. This time, relationship again involved, right? I had a friend then whose family had a big property. They've not started using it. So I went to him and shared my idea with him, and that I needed a space, right? I didn't have any money to pay. I needed him to just give me the space to start up my business. Okay. Remember, in all of this, I've not spent a dime. I've been leveraging on the people I have within my domain, the people I have as friends. So it's good you keep good friends. And that lesson, keep good friends. And friends that will help you when you need them. Not really helping you with money, but helping you with whatever it is they have at their disposal, right? All of these friends I mentioned to you, I never asked them for money. All I ask for is, what can you do to help me start up this? Right? So this friend I'm talking about had a property. No, the family had a property, and they were willing, through him, were willing to offer me a space. In fact, not just a space, two spaces within the property. Now, the large space was to be the bakery hall, and the small space was to serve as the store, and where we'll be stocking all our, including the product. Okay, so social capital involved in that. Then the next thing I did, this same friend of mine who I told you had graduated from catering school, I didn't end the discussion with her just by knowing what baking is involved. I went extra mile to establish a partnership in the business. So, okay, fine. Since you know this business, You've learned it. You know all that's involved in it. Why don't we partner to start it up? I have the a bit of the facility, resources that I've saved up somewhere. You have the intellectual know-how to run the business and also to train the staff that will work with us, right? So we struck a deal and we went into partnership on how to run the business, right? Now, remember again, all I've been talking about here, all I've not talked about money. I've not talked about spending money. Everything has been more of social capital. Friends I have, the partnership I struck, right? And the understanding of the business entirely. The visibility study, the planning I did, the research I did. So I didn't just jump in and say, okay, fine, let's just go in. No. If you don't do this planning, if you don't do the research, you'll have issues along the way. So the planning and the rest of them limited our risk and open our eyes to what is involved in the business. Okay, so now at this point, I think it's better I end the video here. I'll continue again because I don't want it to exceed 10 minutes. It's already 11 minutes. I'm going to get back to it, okay, in the second video in part 2. Okay, so see you in part 2 of this same discussion. Thank you.